Direct Line Rescue, sponsors of Driven.
Take 1 Sergeant Major, 3 pro driver instructors, and 3 of the very worst drivers in the country. And the result, Driven Bootcamp. Yes, this week is a special show. We asked you to shop your friends and your relatives and tell us who you think just shouldn't be on the road. And we found the very worst of the bunch. We had over 1,000 nominees via our website, 4car.co.uk, and from a shortlist we developed a series of tests that would identify the 3 worst drivers in Britain. They'll be the first recruits to join Bootcamp, the most intensive driving course we could dream up. In just 2 days, we'll try to turn these raw recruits into the nation's best. To graduate from Bootcamp, they'll have to pass an extreme driving challenge that will prove, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are safe enough to drive on the public roads. To transform them, we've recruited the experts, instructors who've taught everyone from the incapable to current World Rally champions and Formula One drivers.
Come on, faster!
We'll also use some unconventional methods. I guess you lot are wondering what you're doing here. Well, this is where it all begins. Welcome to Bootcamp.
Step sharper, get on here now!
Bootcamp is like no other driving school. They're going to learn new driving skills, but to do that, they need to adopt a different mental approach. And the best place to learn that is with the raw recruits at Purbright Army Camp. But who exactly are the first recruits to Driven's Bootcamp? John is a boy racer from South Wales. His first love is his souped-up Vauxhall Corsa with its blacked-out windows, and his second is driving it fast.
People are always telling me that my driving is absolutely terrible, especially when people, they cut me out. It really does wind me up. Look at that.
John's problem is that his confidence far outweighs his driving ability. He's basically an accident waiting to happen, as we saw at the trials with Ryan, one of the Bootcamp instructors.
I'm getting out.
What happened there?
I went right instead of left.
Do you think you're a good driver?
I personally, I'd say yes, but there's people who would say no, including my mother and father and my brother and everyone else that knows me near enough.
Our second recruit is Elaine, who lives in Penge in South London. A mother of 3, she is so terrified of driving that she pushes her children to the shops every day rather than face the road.
There's a lot of people out there that are probably lacking in confidence about something in their driving, but they do it. I'm just an extreme example.
She's a bag of nerves, Ryan, so... She's not driven for 9 years, and at the tryouts we realised that we have to start at the absolute beginning.
Start the engine.
How'd you do that?
You know how to start the engine. Just take it out of gear first.
That's your work, get it back!
Our final recruit is Jackie from Manchester. Although she admits she's not a natural driver, as a sales rep for a stationery company, she's out on the road every day.
I hate driving in places that I don't know. I'll only drive in Chester or Warrington, which is really, really silly. I know. Just don't understand it, really.
But for Jackie, parking has always been her number 1 problem.
Oh, no. Is there anything behind you, Jack? You didn't look for any bollards. Oh. Just have a quick check. See how much space there is behind you. Look. Check. You're all right there? All right there. Okay, and there's no bollard. Okay.
But at the tryouts, her complete lack of basic technical skills comes to the surface. It's a surprise to the instructor, Ryan, that she manages to drive at all.
Keep going, accelerate, go on, more speed, more speed, more speed, go on, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, we're going to go.
You actually had your foot on the clutch as you were coming up to it. I don't know if you realised. You had your foot on the clutch.
All I want is 100% effort from every fibre in your body.
Back on the parade ground, Sergeant Major Howard is making sure our recruits understand that Bootcamp will be tough and that failure is not an option.
Nothing great has ever been achieved without enthusiasm. If you can give 100% of yourself, you can give no more. Platoon! Charlie! Call Shaw, get on here and take him away! Right! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left! Right!
We've tailor-made individual courses for each of our bad drivers and paired them up with the best instructor to deal with their particular problem. braving the open roads with Jackie is her instructor, John Stevens.
That's better. Now look across there through that open bend.
He's been training bad drivers for almost 20 years, but he's never seen anyone with such poor coordination and lack of basic car control.
You're driving on the white line all the time. With a narrowish road like this, at least you should drive in the centre of your half of the road. Don't forget to look right, left, right. And now here you want to be a little bit more to the left. You didn't brake soon enough. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Ah.
John, the boy racer, is on the slalom course. He's learning that the weight of the car shifts dramatically as he negotiates the cones. The car wants to skid and he has to anticipate this and make corrections before losing control.
Okay, turn around. When you're going back the other way, try and be a bit smoother with the power. Try and have a constant throttle rather than be on, off. Just try and be smooth with the power. It's not a switch.
It's clear that John thinks he's a good driver, but like most boy racers, simply isn't.
All the horns going, we're knocking all the cones down. Slow it down. Oh, we found the handbrake.
Elaine can physically drive but is scared stiff of other traffic. Her instructor John Clues grasps the bull by the horns and starts by building up her confidence on the open road.
So scary.
Let's get back over towards the centre. Righto. See all this road over here? You can use all that road. See, look, he's nowhere near us. So you got all that road over there.
It's hard for me to sort of like visualise what they're seeing, so I
Well,
sort of like just tend to
they're seeing the same as you are. They won't see the fear in our eyes. That's the main thing.
Our main challenge is to persuade John to change how he drives. It's time for some home truths about his much-loved boy racer image. John, are you famous in Cardiff?
Am I famous in Cardiff?
Yeah.
No.
So why the need for blacked-out windows then? And there's something else I want to run past you.
Go on then.
Your seating position.
It's not ideal, John, you know.
If I'm sat up, I feel like I'm too close to the windscreen.
Just try moving your seat a bit now, in all seriousness. Go up a bit and move your seat back a bit.
No!
Hold the wheel properly, for God's sake, man. We taught John that if he could rest his wrist on the steering wheel, then he was in the correct driving position. Then we could start on his appalling road awareness.
What if you got round one of these corners and somebody stopped waiting to pull into a road end, into a junction?
See, I've never thought about anything like that. I really have never thought about it.
Bit by bit, John is starting to realise that he doesn't know everything about driving. Elaine is being thrown in at the deep end. Rather than more basic training, John has taken the unusual step of teaching her to drive in hazardous conditions. This test area replicates a road with an icy or slippery verge. Without ABS, the wheels on the slippery surface will stop less quickly, and this will cause the car to spin. In this test, Elaine will have to overcome her instinct to freeze with fear.
So, first time we're going to do this, go through nice and calmly, 40 miles an hour. We're going to hit the brakes and see what happens. Ready?
Also, to regain control of the car, she must learn to steer into the direction of the skid while releasing the brakes. For such a timid driver, this is not a simple task.
A bit faster, right, straight line. Perfect. Okay, good speed. Slow down. Hit the brakes.
After an hour of practice, it's time for her final attempt, but has she learnt anything?
Oh my God!
Well done! You did exactly what you were told to do. Her worries have evaporated and she is able to steer into the skid and is pumping the brakes to stop in a fairly straight line. For someone that hadn't driven for 9 years before boot camp, this is a dramatic breakthrough. Slowly but surely, she's overcoming the fear that is at the root of her lack of confidence.
Where's that underconfident lady from 5 hours ago?
Oh, she's way back there.
We couldn't even get her to get into a car 5 hours ago.
No.
It's Jackie's turn to face her worst fears, reverse parking. John, her instructor, knows that this will develop Jackie's coordination as you have to steer in the opposite direction to the way you want to go.
You ever had any problems with this before?
Absolutely dreadful parking. bollards get in the way. You know, the concrete things. You know, when you're in a car park and they sort of like put metal things up. Well, I have a habit of accidentally hitting bollards. Bouncing bollards. Oops, I've just hit something now. Oh, lack of concentration then.
I didn't look over your right shoulder.
Didn't look over my right shoulder then, did I? Sorry, I was too busy yakking. Sorry, now I'm going to concentrate now.
As well as her lack of concentration, she's having trouble with throttle control and using her mirrors.
That's it. Nicely parked, I feel.
John's last task is designed to finally exorcise his boy racer past to be able to keep this skid car under control. And his instructor is any boy racer's worst nightmare, PC Jeff Roper. Jeff uses the car to train patrol drivers to cope with rear-wheel skids. As John negotiates the slalom, Jeff adjusts the cradle wheels from inside the car to replicate an icy or wet road. John really has to concentrate on his throttle control and steering to keep the car from going out of control.
Feel the back breaking away, come off the accelerator and steer into it round the next cone. And you'll feel that it's going much more gracefully.
John's overconfidence gets the better of him and he wipes out.
That was terrible. That was really terrible.
John was too heavy on the accelerator, so was unable to steer into the skid to regain control.
Why did it go so much?
Because you were going too quick. All it was a slight undulation in the road, in the tarmac there, that caused the back end of the car to break away. Now that's all it's going to take, and you've got a total loss of control.
John must now face up to the fact that he's not the driver he thought he was.
So we'll try it again, another run down through the cones.
Just 1 hour later, and it's his final session in the skid car. He's got to watch his speed if he's not going to spin out of control again.
Much better.
But just when he thought he'd got the hang of it, John's steering lets him down.
And that was terrible. All right, you've gone straight there. That could have been a pedestrian standing there.
The boy racer is forced to admit defeat.
After this, I don't know what's coming next now. I really don't. I have now got doubts in my mind that I could actually fail this.
1, 2, 3, 1!
At the end of day one, the recruits have just 24 hours before they must complete their final test. And despite making the best progress, Elaine's still worried about what tomorrow will bring.
Not sure about tomorrow. Hoping that it'll be a little bit calmer than today. I don't think they can throw much more at me. Not now.
It's day 2 of Driven's Bootcamp. The 3 recruits have been pushed through most of their basic training. And before the day is out, they will have to complete the ultimate driving challenge that will stretch their newfound skills to the limit.
I don't know where to start about how I feel this morning. I'm excited in terms of I know it's going to do me some good, but I'm really, really scared.
Jackie's parking is improving. She's started to use her mirrors and the clutch control is better, but she's still having problems with judging distance.
Okay. Now straight back, using your side mirrors, that will help you. Off you go. A little faster, and just relax. Now turn to your right a bit, and I'll leave it to you when to stop.
Elaine has been going from strength to strength. Her instructor John knows that she must be confident at high speeds to get through her final challenge. After not driving for 9 years, this is the final piece of the jigsaw that will turn Elaine into a safe and confident driver. On this high-speed track, John wants her to exceed the national speed limit and get to 80 miles an hour so that she'll have the confidence to deal with any situation she may encounter on the road.
Don't look at the speedo, I'm doing the speedo. You just keep accelerating.
Don't
look, keep accelerating. Keep going.
I can't believe I'm doing this now.
Keep going.
I can't believe that's her in that car.
Foot to the floor.
It's to the floor, it's to the floor.
Keep it down. Go, go on.
She wanted to get up to 80 miles an hour. She's done it. It's you at the wheel.
It's me.
How fast did you go?
We got 81.
81! Well done!
Good girl.
It was late.
Oh, fantastic.
So Elaine has finished her training with flying colours, but does she think she's ready to take on and pass her final test?
Bit nervous about it actually. I do keep asking John, what am I going to do? I think he's telling me I'm going to be all right and I'll be able to do it, whatever it is. I haven't got the foggiest at the moment.
Bootcamp was designed to help our 3 terrible drivers overcome their specific weaknesses in just 2 days. Already we've witnessed great improvements, but now the recruits must prove that they are safe enough to get back out on the public roads. First up is John. His problems were that he was a typical boy racer. He loved speeding, but lacked many basic driving skills. Now is the moment of truth. We're about to do an urban assault course. You need to complete the course in a maximum of 2 minutes. If you clip any barriers, you will fail instantly. If you skid the car, you will fail instantly.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, mate. Straight ahead. The course replicates twisty town roads with lots of blind corners. To the right, to the right. John doesn't need to go fast to complete 2 circuits of the course, but we suspect he'll want to. And if he does, he's more likely to get into trouble and fail the test. We're going to go hairpin left here. So far, so good. John's confidence is growing, and that's the point. We want to lull him into a full sense of security to check if he's learned to anticipate hazards or rush into trouble as he did before boot camp. Now, this is a tight corner, straight down. You want to go straight. The instructors will introduce hazards into his path. That's it. Remember, if the car touches any obstacle, he'll fail. Oh, well done, mate. We're throwing surprises at you. Excellent. The mannequins represent pedestrians and are positioned around blind corners. If he's speeding, he'll not have enough reaction time to take evasive action. Ah! Oh, body in the road. Well done. Well done, well done. Excellent. He's spotted the first pedestrian, but will he assume he's home and dry and fail to anticipate the next? Now, run the left. That's fantastic. John's done well spotting all the obstacles, but has he done it within the 2-minute time limit? This is the stop at the cones. Stop. Give me, mate, give me 5. Fantastic.
What was the time? You did it in 1 minute 59 seconds and you had 16/100ths of a second left.
Oh!
Just inside. Loud, but did he hit anything?
Did he hit anything? He hit nothing. Did he skid? He didn't even get close to a skid. He drove brilliantly. There were so many hazards that you guys had thrown out that I wasn't even expecting. Passed your boot camp, mate.
That was great.
1 down, 2 to go. Now it's Elaine's task. Remember what she was like? Hadn't driven for 9 years? Well, in true Driven tradition, we've developed a test that will push both car and driver beyond their everyday limits. It's a simple test. You're going to drive your car firstly around this truck and secondly around that truck. But of course it's not as simple as that because all 3 cars will be moving down the runway at the same time. This is a big test for you, but we all know that you can do it. We have total confidence. In 7/10 of a mile, you will see a finish line, and a few minutes from now, it will all be over. Are you ready? Come on.
Okay, Elaine, so this is it. This is after all these hard days of work. This is to show you're confident. It's a very tricky test, but you can do it.
Get ready. 3,
2,
1,
go.
To pass, Elaine must complete a figure of 8 around 2 moving trucks and get to the finishing line first. Good girl. Up to second when you're ready. Although this would never occur on the open road, it will test her confidence to drive fast and negotiate an ever-changing situation. Now slow down and let the truck pass you, just touching the brakes. But her nerves get the better of her. She doesn't move far enough across, trapping the lorry behind her car. You've got to slow right down and let the truck past. By the time she recovers the situation, there isn't enough road left and the trucks have crossed the line first. This is an absolute pig of a test. After not driving for 9 years, Elaine has improved so much, but when it mattered most, not far enough. But how will Jackie fare? The sales rep from the Northwest had little coordination and bad clutch control, and these are big handicaps to overcome. Her final test is literally her worst nightmare. In 2.5 minutes, she must race through pinch points, brake over skid mats and park into not 1 but 2 tight spaces. If she knocks into the bales, jelly or custard will rain down on her and cost her a 10-second time penalty. After that, there's a slippery mat and then a booby-trapped slalom where each broken egg will cost her 5 seconds.
OK, Jackie, it's time to go. Now, you've worked really hard, so
Let's put it all into practice.
Now, are you ready? 3,
2, 1, go!
Good girl. Now up to second when you can, straight through the 2 gates. That's it, off the clutch. Good girl, keep going. S-bend, start building up your speed. That's it, nice and smooth. Now accelerate all the way to the slippy mat. That's it. Good girl, good girl. Off the brakes, clutch. That's it. Forward into this garage. Don't forget the penalty of the jelly is 10 seconds. Good girl, touch the bales in front. You're going to reverse all the way straight back. Don't touch the steering wheel, just go straight back. Although Jackie clips the bales, no jelly falls. So that counts as a clean run. But will she be so lucky with a custard? Look over this shoulder, it'll give you a better view. There is custard up there, which will cost you 10 seconds. You're going to have to go forward and line it up again, my love. You need to probably take the penalty if you don't get it this time, because we need to complete the course. That's it. That's it, I think. Oh, the skin of your teeth, Mrs. Again, Jackie makes contact with the bales, but not enough to trigger the custard to fall. But it's been time-consuming, and this is one commodity that's in very short supply. Now you can build up your speed. You've done the worst of the course. Keep going. Now it's the slalom, nice and smooth. You've got eggs in here, which will cost you 5 seconds each. Go on, build your speed up a little bit. Good girl. Good girl. Keep going. Now over the sand, and you're going to stop at the final cones.
Oh, wow. How did I do for time? How did I do for time?
how did you get on? 120 seconds.
I did it!
Against the odds, Jackie pulls it off with a massive 30 seconds to spare. So boot camp's had 2 successes and 1 failure. But we think there's some unfinished business. Elaine.
We're going to give you a second go. I know you can do it.
So keep your head down and go for it. Ready? 3,
2, 1, go.
Everyone feared that Elaine's failure would overshadow all the brilliant improvements she'd made. Elaine must attempt not only to do a figure of 8 around 2 moving trucks, but also to get to the finishing line first. Brake, brake, brake. The lorry's going past, move across, accelerate, through the middle. Go, go. Good girl, you're doing brilliantly. Now start to move across and start braking. She's over the first hurdle, but the end of the runway is in sight and she still has to get around the other truck. Keep braking, keep braking. Move across into the middle. Go! Through the middle! Come on, go, you're doing it. Think about what you're doing. Nice, smooth. You've done it! It's just amazing.
You did brilliantly.
Wow, I can do anything now. Listen to this. This is the woman that said only a few days ago, I can't do it, don't make me do it.
You did really well. What can you say? Like, even Penny's getting emotional. It's all happening. Wet enough out here already. Oh, come on.
Boot camp has been an amazing experience. All 3 of our recruits have passed their tests and exceeded our expectations. But doesn't it just show you that you can take 3 of the worst drivers in the country and after 1 weekend of expert tuition and army discipline, turn them into safe and competent drivers? We'll see you next week. If you want to know more about regaining control of a car during a rear-wheel skid or any of the other techniques that our recruits learnt at boot camp, all you have to do is log on to forcar.co.uk. Next week, Jason and Mike are packing their buckets and spades and heading off to the deserts of Dubai for some serious off-roading. They'll be looking at the development of the new Range Rover. Jason will be driving one of the world's rarest supercars and Mike gets stuck in the sand.
Lads, I ain't doing it on my own.